Join us this week for our fun and festive Halloween challenge. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome into Lemons to Lemonade. My name is Kara and we're a furniture flipping family located deep in the heart of Texas. We find a unique and interesting piece of furniture to flip each week and put our own twist on it. So if you like content like that, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a flip. This week is our Howling Halloween competition. We are hosting this fun flipping challenge with 20 other furniture flipping YouTubers to see who can conjure up the best fall festive or Halloween haunted piece of furniture. Be sure to visit the playlist listed in the comment section down below to see all of the other entries. Now, let's fly out to the garage and see what we have conjured up this week.
Scary, isn't it? Come along with me to the thrift store as I show you how I found this guy. So this fun little dresser here is a Bassett Lowboy dresser from the 1960s. The fun story behind it is at the thrift store that we went to, it was about an hour outside of Dallas. They had this piece marked for $85. Then they had it marked down to $75, and I picked up a few other things from the store. So I asked the lady if she was willing to negotiate on this beauty with me because I had an idea for it and I desperately wanted to take it home. And she said, "Would you be happy with $30 because I've had this piece for 8 months and no one wants it." So we gladly loaded it in the truck. I could not wait to get this one home. So now I'm going to take it all apart. The hardware is obviously original. I'm going to keep the small knobs, but as you already saw previously, that the pulls on it, one of them was really broken, and so there was no salvaging that. I had to think of another way around that, and I figured it out eventually. So stay tuned. On the pole that was broken, they had used some really strong industrial type glue over the entire broken piece. So I had to loosen that up with my heat gun on a low setting. And then all around it, they had magic markered in the spots where there were scratches from the broken pole. So I've got to fix that as well. Before we get to that part, everything needs a very good deep clean, as you can see. So I like to use Crud Cutter on all my pieces. I've got it mixed up to the package directions in my bucket there. And then you just want to make sure that you go over your piece again with clean water to get all the Crud Cutter off. We're going to paint most of this dresser, so I need to take this shiny slick surface off. So I'm using my Orbital Makita sander just to knock down some of the shine from this guy so the paint will adhere. We're going to be choosing a winner of this Halloween fall flipping challenge, and they are going to be receiving one of my favorite workhorse items that I use on every single furniture flip. Oh yes, some lucky contestant is going to win this 5-inch cordless random orbital sander from Makita. I love mine. It's lightweight, it has multiple speeds, it attaches to my shop vac, it's totally cordless, and it packs a very powerful punch. I'm excited to give this one away to one lucky participant in our challenge. Be sure to watch the other videos that are linked in the challenge playlist below, and let me know who you think should win one of my favorite furniture tools. There were a few gouges and dents and little pieces missing that we needed to fix, so I got out my wood fill and patched those up. If you've seen our videos before, you know that this backdrop doubles as our staging wall, so I like to cover it before I start painting so I don't paint it a whole bunch of different colors. This guy had the coolest little legs on him, so before I start painting, I'm going to cover them up so that I can spray paint them later.
Swim it over. It feels like you got it. You want your roller coaster. Don't ask me about my freedom. Don't ask me about my wisdom. You want it, you need it, but why?
Now on to a super interesting part on this dresser. These little black pieces here that you see me taping had like a rattan pattern on them, and I don't know if you've noticed, but rattan is very popular these days, except they were black and they blended in with the dresser, so I want to make them stand out. I'm going to paint them a different color than what the entire body on the dresser is going to be so that they can have a moment of their own. We've decided to paint the body of the dresser in Iron Ore by Sherwin-Williams. We're using their chalk paint base. I'm going to put this into my gravity-fed HVLP sprayer. I add just a little bit of water to this after it goes through the strainer, and then we're ready to go. In between coats, I'm going to sand this down with a 300 grit sanding block. This just ensures that the top is nice and smooth. It took me about 3 coats of paint total to get full coverage on this dresser. So not all of this dresser is going to be the same color. The drawers are going to get a fun little twist. I told you I had something up my sleeve for this one. So the black drawers needed to have some white primer put on them because I'm going to paint them a light color. I'm going to use this Bonafide Beige by Sherwin-Williams chalk paint once again, and I'm going to brush it on some of the drawers. So when I brush on my chalk paint, I want to make sure that my brush is a little damp before I start applying my paint. A light sanding between coats ensures that you knock down any brush strokes, and this took a total of 2 coats for full coverage. Now that the paint is dry on the body of the dresser, we're going to take off the painter's tape so that we can work on the rattan details of this dresser. I'm going to use the color Bonafide Beige again on these details. Number 1, so they match the drawers, and then number 2, so it actually looks like it's rattan on the dresser instead of just blending in with the black. While that's drying, we're going to flip this dresser over so that I can work on the feet. The back feet were not gold, they were just plain feet, so I'm going to paint them in iron ore, but first I need to sand them down with a 220 grit sanding pad so that my chalk paint will adhere to them. I just love these cute little feet. I am spray painting them with my favorite Rustoleum flat metallic gold spray paint. The paint is dry and it's time to reattach those cute gold feet. For protection on all our pieces, we love to use Minwax Helmsman Sparurythane. It is a water-based urethane product, and it goes well through our gravity-fed HVLP spray gun and offers diamond coat protection on all of our pieces. The little knobs on this were in really great shape, so I just gave them a nice little scrub, and back on the piece they go. For the bar pulls in the middle, I could not find anything that looked similar to what was on there before, so I already had some really nice looking T-bars and we used those instead. Considering this piece is about 60 years old, it needed just a little bit of refreshing on the inside of the drawers. I love to use Howard Feed and Wax product. It leaves a nice orange smell and just refreshes all of the wood. We are almost at the big reveal, you guys. I cannot wait to show you what this dresser ends up looking like, but I have to stop and say thank you so much to my supporters this month who bought us coffee. Thank you guys. It was such a nice surprise to wake up to in the morning and have one of these notifications. It always brought a smile to my face. The Buy Me Coffee link is down below in the comment section if you're interested, and it's just a fun way to say thank you to your favorite YouTube channels who entertain you or teach you something each week. We appreciate you being here, whether or not you bought us coffee, but thank you so much to those kind people who did. You really made our day. Thank you. Did you forget how scary this piece was before? I can't wait for you to see it after. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to visit that playlist below so you can see all the other fabulous fall flips. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Lemons to Lemonade.